Pásame la llave.
No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga, mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tú ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a frontear, pregúntale al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos pa' quererme frenar.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the LA Dodgers and the New York Mets. Mets baseball on the show. Next. Carlos Carrasco, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Now into the box, Max Muncy, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And now the first pitch. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1.
First pitch, 7-10.
And the pitch. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
What an amazing AB right here, and what a message it sends to your entire lineup. This guy knows out on the mound he's going to have to battle today.
And it's fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 3-2 one more time. And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And that at bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher, and he still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys carrying the sticks.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch, breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Muncy on at first, nobody out. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Matty, I'm a little concerned with the play of Trey Turner. When it comes to facing right-handed pitching this season, he's hit under 200. I just can't figure it out. He's too good of a player to hit 200 facing anybody. So he'll be looking to figure that part of the game out ASAP.
At the plate, Chris Taylor, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. Now the 1-0.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be giving that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
And it misses. 3-1 now. Not cheated there as he takes a big hack, and it's 3-2. And that misses, ball four. So it's first and second now with only one away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
So one down with a pair of runners aboard, and that brings up Will Smith. First pitch of the AB now.
This looks like it could be a rough one. He can't throw a strike, and it's only the first inning. I'm not sure he's going to be around here very long.
Now a swing and a little ground ball here in front of the mound, which may move the runners over. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two men are in scoring position now with two away. 2 on, 2 out, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. He's set, and the pitch. And he offers at the circle change and misses 0-1.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. Two guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
Here's the 1-1. Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly, and the two-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Max Scherzer, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
Now here's the pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting second, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Next up for New York, Pete Alonso. First offering on its way. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. But this guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Pete Alonso becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. So here's Jeff McNeil. And he takes ball one, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. That evens it up 1-1. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Mets, and this is still a 0-0 ball game.
Now I'm switching up my energy.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on the way. 2-0. Strike taken up in the zone.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Pollock in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Full count now, 3-2. Lifted down the line in left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle. And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
Now a throw over, a dive, but he's back. Into the box now, Guy Kutch, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1, using the slide step to try to control the running game.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Here's the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees. Austin Barnes, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So now here is Austin Barnes looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Pollock on second. Kutch on at first with nobody out. 2 balls and a strike to count to Austin Barnes.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
To the plate now, Max Scherzer as he lines it out to center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Next up is Max Muncy. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He worked a walk to open up the ball game. Comes set with the 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
First and second here with nobody out. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that's going to fall for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Nice job in the box right there. Just a professional, clean AB. Didn't cheat to anything. A lot of guys could have rolled that foul down the line. Not the case right here. Kept his hands back, stayed calm, and delivered a nice base hit.
Here now is Trey Turner. He grounds it sharply to third. And now he'll look at the plate, but go to second instead. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Chris Taylor. Carrasco pauses. First pitch on the way.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
High and deep down the left field line. And foul.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Here now is Will Smith. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here's the 0-2.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Here comes the 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2. Hits it high and deep out to center field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Mets nothing. So here's Brandon Nimmo. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at bat at a time.
A ball and no strikes. Scherzer has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Next, it'll be James McCann, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Nimmo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Villar playing here in his age 29 season. He's a 9-year major league vet. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. Runners on first with 1 down. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. Throw to Muncy to finish the double play. That retires the side. Mets go down quickly. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Here comes the 1-2. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side, but this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that is through into right field for a single.
and they start the third inning the way they finished off the first two, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
At the plate now, A.J. Pollock. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And ShowTrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Stepping in now, Guy Kutch, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Skied down the left field line. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. Now it's cut off, a throw to the plate, and not in time as the second run scores.
Now batting, the second baseman, Austin Barnes.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Number 64 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 64.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. Two and one. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Kutch stands at second with no outs. And he misses ball four. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The pitcher, number 31. Max.
Next up for Los Angeles, Max Scherzer, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
A strike, and it's 2-1. Fouled away. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. It was a base hit last time up. The 0-1 on its way. Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Next for the Dodgers, Trey Turner, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First offering. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. 2 men are on with 2 men out. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
A ball hit hard to the left side. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And the rout is officially underway. It is 7-0.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Next, it'll be Chris Taylor. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First pitch of the AB now. Into center field, line drive base hit. Now a long throw home, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
At the plate, Will Smith. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Mets nothing.
Back now for the Mets' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much. He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now the first pitch. Michael Conforto is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Ball one.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Fouled off. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Changeup, called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. As it's grounded sharply to first, reined in, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, number 64. He stands in for the first time in this one. Here's the pitch.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
1-1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Pollock able to track it down for the 3rd out. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Now it'll be Justin Turner, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Justin.
Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. 1 gone now in the Dodger 4th, and that'll bring up A.J. Pollock. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pitch on the way. And here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the Dodger left fielder.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And it's fouled away. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now another 2-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
after multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he fouls this one off. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Now batting.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Into the box, Guy Kutch, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Pollock leads off second with one gone in the inning. And he misses again, 2-0.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Now the 2-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? So here's Austin Barnes, runner in scoring position with two gone. From the stretch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, D-Roy. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
To the plate now, Max Muncy, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. One and one to the Dodgers leadoff man.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
2 down, runners at first and second. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Fouled away. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Mets nothing. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Javier Baez.
Shortstop, Javier Baez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
So here's Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Alonso is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Into the corner and slicing foul.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. Fouled off.
That was an excellent pitch right there. After going soft away, he pounds hard in, and that's a nice pitch.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And it's fouled away. Trying to avoid becoming the third strikeout victim of the inning here. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no play.
The 1-0. McNeil leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Again, he sends it out of play. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get to Chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Mets leave one. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. And stepping in, Trey Turner. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip.
Trey.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1. Here's the pitch.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
So now to the plate, Chris Taylor. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. A throw behind the runner at second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Hit out towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 10-0 score.
The bat. The catcher.
Drew Smith gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in now, Will Smith, as he'll take a look at ball one. Curveball down and in, misses, ball two. 3-0 now.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
This is foul right side. A runner at first with no outs here. This is on the ground over to first. To second for one. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Now here's the first offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And now here is James McCann. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 2 the count. And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. And there's 1 away. Next for the Mets, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pollock has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Next up, Michael Conforto comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. All even now. 2-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from...
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0.
Okay, you asked.
Now at the plate, A.J. Pollock. He doubled his last time up.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery. And that misses. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Fouled away. And another foul ball. Here's another 2-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Guy Kutch, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one, and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's getting sent back to him.
And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
At the plate now, Austin Barnes, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 pitch is looked at for ball 1. Kutch, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. And again a throw, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And again a throw, being especially careful here. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the 2nd out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down to the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Runner back standing. Into the box, Max Scherzer. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back on it is the left fielder. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Kutch is on his way home. He comes across to score as they extend their lead even further.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
In now, Max Muncy. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike 1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Ripped down the first base line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch, and a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early in the inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Now to the plate, Trey Turner. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Has a look, now the pitch.
1-0.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Skied down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Dodgers 11 and the Mets nothing. Stepping up is Dominic Smith. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
The left fielder, Dominic Smith.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
Now back.
Hey, D-Row, it's kind of getting late early. That's only their first hit of the game, and we're into the 6th inning.
Yeah, this guy's been on point all day, working it in and out. Their pitching staff obviously did their homework on this offense. But right here, able to break through with the first knock. Hopefully the pass the baton mentality goes into effect, and we get some offense.
Drew Smith is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. The 0-1 delivery. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. misses here, ball 4, and somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
Here's Javier Baez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Back goes Taylor. A leap, and he's got it. Impressive play for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Stepping in once again is Pete Alonso. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Here comes the 0-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. The 1-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the second run will score as well.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing that stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Boy, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
Standing in now, Jeff McNeil, as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Ready with the 0-1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Here's Scherzer now 1-1, and it's fouled away. A bouncer up the middle. Turner has it. One there. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
The center fielder, number 9.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
So now to the plate, Brandon Nimmo, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. And that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. The Dodgers lead it 11-2. All set for the start of the inning, and in to hit next, it'll be the ever-versatile Chris Taylor.
Number 3, Chris Taylor.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. He's set. Here's the 0-1. High and deep to right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. One gone now in the LA 7th, and that brings up Will Smith. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Next to dig in, Justin Turner. He's 1 for 4 so far. He's set, and the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Pitch on the way.
Ball 2.
Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Pitch on the way.
3-2.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Nimmo in pursuit. He can't get there as it falls in.
The left fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollard.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pollard. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
The 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Smith will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One left for LA, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. Last half of the 7th here, and next will be the power hitting catcher, James McCann. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1. Fouled away. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
The count is 1-2.
Swing and a laser off into foul territory.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Pollock is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. This one pretty well in the bag. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. LA's on top, 11-2. Now at the plate is Guy Kutch. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Here's the pitch.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. And he popped him up. Villar trying to get there, and no one will get this one. The next 0-2. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So next to hit is Austin Barnes. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Ball one to start the at-bat. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. He loses him on ball four.
The pitcher, number 31.
Corey Seager will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. First pitch of the AB now. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Comes into play here at 273. 5 homers and 25 driven in. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
The 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball four.
Has a look. Now the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Max Muncy. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. First pitch of the AB on its way. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone into the upper tank. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. 24 home runs for him on the season as the blowout continues.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Miguel Castro is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Brandon Drury will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Trey.
Into the box, Trey Turner, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. And it's quickly 0-2.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Another 1-2 delivery. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Dodgers out in front, 13-2.
I'm good. You dig it? Squad hustle like a relay. Run it back like a replay. No time for that.
Brustar Graterol is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now to bat, Dominic Smith. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
The left fielder, Dominic Smith.
First delivery to him. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. The 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
Brandon Drury will bat next as he sends it on the ground to first. He's got it on to first, and there were 2 down. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Javier Baez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Unable to find the zone with the slider. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The throw is wild and it gets away.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Always we know, just some things we show. Oh, cool that trick. Watch me backspin.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A couple of RBIs for him already and a chance for more here.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
1-1.
Baez at third with 2 away. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. He'll try again. 1-2.
Ball inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that once, and now we go full count.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
Bounce with it, just bounce with it. Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it, I'm always gonna get it. Even if you sit.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever-versatile Chris Taylor.
Number 3, Chris Taylor.
First pitch on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 1-1 misses, ball 2.
Gonna need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's gonna be a strike.
Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Slider laid off for a ball. Three-two pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez able to get there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So here's the cleanup hitter, Will Smith, attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. First pitch on the way.
Ball inside.
The 1-0. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that is off the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
This right here is the difference between an average hitter and a very good hitter. The average hitter probably doesn't do anything with that pitch, but this guy goes down and gets it, muscling it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
In now, Justin Turner. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1.
Down 1-1.
Runner at second here with one man out. On the ground to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. So here is A.J. Pollock. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
To the plate now, Guy Kutch. 97 that time as this is fouled away. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Comes set and the 0-1. In the dirt here. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Called strike 2. Turner at second. Pollock at first. 1 gone. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Standing in now, Austin Barnes. McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Dodgers lead it 14-2. So now into the box is Jeff McNeil, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0 is outside for a ball. And here's a pitch in the dirt, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-0 now. Now here's the pitch. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, if you know an umpire has a tight zone, as a hitter, you tighten your zone as well. No reason to go after the borderline pitches unless you really have to.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Taylor will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. So next to bat will be James McCann. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And now the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Taylor is there. 2 down. J.D. Davis will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. From the belt, the pitch. The average entering play at 301. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. The Mets down to their final strike. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with. But there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 14-2 the final score in this one. The Dodgers put a 14 in the run column here today. Max Scherzer gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Carlos Carrasco allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.